open the doors? Oh. Oh, now he is. Yeah. Okay. And after what was quite a rushed start, I can now say hello and good morning and welcome to the video. We're currently on the Carlisle train, and today we're doing a nice circular train journey. We'll end up back here in Shipley tonight, but we're going via Cumbria. We're going to Carlisle, then to Whitehaven, then to Barrow, and then back down. So it should take about 12 hours all being well. So I got on this unit, I chose to because it's the special Northumbria one. Now look, I'm going to try not bombard this first section of the video with glorious settled Carlisle views, because I know I've shown you the line quite a few times now. We did a full video on it not so long ago, but let's enjoy the journey. We're in Skipton, still another 2 hours to go. At least the scenery is getting nice now. Do you know, I always love that. It doesn't matter how many times we come on this, like, I always love the scenery, and I just want to point my camera at everything. All I can say is I'm very glad that it looks like every single window on this train is open, which is good because isn't it about 25 degrees right now, 24, and it's only 8:30. The best thing is, right, when we go for our walks that are a lot of the time up to Settle Carlisle, Ribblehead that way, like you say, we get the 933 and it's always 2 carriages and it's absolutely rammed. And right now we're on the one before that, the 801. Hardly anybody's on it. We've got 4 carriages, I mean, and it's always like this. I mean, just come on, common sense, isn't it? Put 4 carriages on the 933. It's Settle Junction, and in about 10 hours time we'll be coming back along this way. Leeds train's been cancelled, and there's not another one for another 3 hours from Carlisle, so we'll be coming back along that line down there in about 10 hours. Northern cancelled our train and now this has happened. Yes, 10 hours we'll be back. It's gonna be a long. It's gonna be a very long day. Let's put it that way. I'm gonna leave that in the video just because I think that was funny. And yes, it was me who sneezed. Now this is where I've really got to resist the urge to film every single thing we see up this line now, because we've got another quite scenic journey coming up after this. New line as well, never been down the line before. We're going to be going down the Cumbria coastline once we get to Carlisle, so I'm really looking forward to that. I think we'll have about a 40-minute connection in Carlisle, so yeah. Just making our way towards Ribblehead now, so we've been on the train an hour, we've got about an hour and 20 minutes left. Moving over here, because do you know what? Even, like you say, even though we've seen it about 10,000 times now. That was about as exciting as it was the first time we saw it. I tell you what, when the window's open, you get a really good view. It'd be great if you were still allowed, obviously, just stick your arm out the window, but that's just a big no-no. You do get in a lot of trouble for that. But it's very good. Honestly, on every time, we've come to Riverlead a good few times now, and every time, that viaduct, it's just, oh, I love that viaduct. And yes, in case you noticed, these are new glasses. These are slightly bluer glasses than what I had before. The ones before were like black, these are more blue. Update, very good news. The Tron has just come on here at Appleby. I'm gonna sneeze again. Well, all I can say is everything is right again in the world now that trolley's been down. I've got my crisps, we've got some water, she's got a cup of tea. What could possibly be better? And then in Carlisle we have got a 40-minute changeover to the Whitehaven train. And then when we get to Whitehaven, we're gonna go film another video. And then after that, we're gonna go down to Barrow, to Carlisle, then back to Shipley. Armouthwaite. Yeah, so we settled Carlisle, pleasant as always. And do you know what? The 8:03 train from Shipley, how much quieter is this than what the 9:33 normally? It's been so much more pleasant, but yeah, honestly, I love this line. And now, like I say, we're going on to the Cumbrian coastline, which I've heard is also very, very, very scenic as well. Like I said, after a pleasant journey, we're arriving into Carlisle. So we've got, like I say, we have got about a 40-minute connection. I don't know what we're going to do with 40 minutes, to be honest, but I'm sure we'll work it out. And there we go, we've made it to Carlisle. So, which way do we go out for a little break? I think maybe over that way. So we might as well just have a quick nose at the castle there. Yeah, it's quite a big castle. Yeah, it's not a little station. Do you know what? I'll be honest, it's literally the first thing you see when you walk out the door of Carlisle station. It's massive.
Yeah.
Do you want to say it's meant to be quite a lot cooler than home? It's still very warm in Carlisle, isn't it? Oh, in fact, here, if we go a little bit over here, we might get, should get a good view of the station actually, and I can just see a ScotRail train just pulling in. You know, when I came to Carlisle station the other month, I wish I'd have actually just nipped outside the station, because the castle's right there, and that's a really cool castle. Right, anyway, before we get too carried away and start just walking around Carlisle and forget to go to Whitehaven, let's get back in the station and then get on the train, which is in about 20 minutes.
Did it from here?
No, it goes to Glasgow. Train. And here is our next train. It's the Whitehaven train, the 1108. It's class 156. And I'm glad to see some of the windows are open. So, 2 carriages, and I think we should be on this for an hour and 15 minutes, something like that. And oh, and look, just as we're being let on, the train we came up here is just setting off. And now we're on the train. I think it sets off in about 5 minutes. That's it, I think we're on here for about an hour-ish.
The next station stop is Dalston.
And just like that, we're off. Big school trip getting, I think it might get busy here. Although I think they might be going down that end. To be fair, I think they have all gone down there. So I think we should be. No, never mind.
I'll just hold on to this.
Do you know what? At one point, I don't think school could have ever used public transport with that. But I think now it's probably, to be honest, it's probably just cheaper than hiring a coach. Because from what I understand, hiring a coach is very expensive. The good news is, the coast is coming to view.
Whitehaven. The next station stop is Whitehaven.
Well, anyway, I think about 20 minutes or something and we'll be in Whitehaven. A couple more stops left. I can't wait. That's like a proper old-fashioned station, isn't it? Very old-fashioned. Actually got to see it. Nice. I think it's the stop after this.
We're now arriving at the with you, and keep your tickets handy as you may need them to exit the station. Next time, why not book your journey in advance?
That's very, very, very nice. I mean, yeah, that's really nice. So what? Yeah, so we were on there. So what we'll do is basically I'm going to start a new recording, a new video when we get to Whitehaven. So what I'll do is I'll leave this video, but then I'll pick it back up when we're at the next stop. Because I think there's some nice views on the way down, even further down as well. Let's play a game. £5, I give you £5 if we're on this side. You give me £5 if we're on that side. Yes? Yeah, so like we say, what's going to happen now is I'm going to end this and then I'm going to pick it back up and we'll be at the next station down the line, which is Carlisle, I believe. So I'll see you there. Well, it's a couple of hours later now. We made it back to Carlisle station actually quite early. So we basically both need the toilet. There's no toilets here. We've looked. There's a pub just up the road. We're going to quickly nip up there, probably get a small drink and come back down because we've still got about half an hour. That was a nice place. What was it called? The Castle Knights. Just on the outskirts of Whitehaven. Up the road from Carlisle station, where we're going back down to now. Going here. hopefully opening them. Should be a nice breeze when we set off.
Mhm.
On these ones, at least you can actually open the windows. On the other ones, you can't. I don't know why. So this train taking us to Barrow. We've got to wait a little bit until after the next stop for the coastal views again, but they do come back. And then Barrow, we've got a 7-minute connection onto the train to Carlisle. Then we've got an hour in Carlisle back to Shipley. Cool. Oh. We're off.
Cool. The next station stop is Cumbria.
Hopefully we're not delayed because it is a 7-minute connection. However, it doesn't matter because we can still make the Shipley train from Carlisle with the next train from Barrow, but I'd rather be waiting an hour in Carlisle than I would Barrow. And the coast is back. I really like this line. I like the coastal view, it's very good. Everton. I think that's a request stop. But yeah, it's come quite cloudy now actually, which is nice because we'd have been sat in the sun. And I don't really like the sun glaring on me when I'm sat there, but yeah. Quite a few people.
The next station stop is
But yeah, quite a few people just got on there at Sellafield. Yeah, about half an hour. 20 minutes actually, not half an hour. 20 minutes actually, not half an hour. So, bit of bad news, the Leeds train's been cancelled and there's not another one for another 3 hours. So, but the issue is, we can't just go jump on a train to Preston or Carlisle because our tickets are Northern only tickets, the Northern Explorer tickets. So we're gonna have to, when we've got the train from here to Lancaster, because we might as well just go through to Lancaster now, we'll go to the ticket office and we'll just see what they can do, because I'm not waiting another 3 hours.
Which is our final
So I've just remembered that there is a northern train that does go between Lancaster and Preston. So we're going to have to go between Lancaster and Preston. I think there's one between Lancaster and Preston anyway. So it's not going to be quite the perfect circle journey I thought it was going to be, but you know. We'll get in to Lancaster at 16:53 on this. Then we'll get the 70, so we'll have an hour in Lancaster. Then 17:50 something to Preston, and then Preston back to Bradford. So it's, do you know what? Do you know what the annoying bit is about that? It's not even going to be.
Welcome aboard this Northern train to Lancaster. EV is recording for your safety and security.
The annoying bit is, it's not even going to be a perfect circle journey now, is it? Because we're not going to be going back into Shipley. Why do Northern do this? Honestly. So do you remember when we were going up to Carlisle and we passed that bit of track and I said, oh, we'll be coming back down there in about 12... No, we won't, will we? Thanks to Northern. I'm not even going to be annoyed at Northern. Well, I am a little bit annoyed at Northern for cancelling the train because now we've got to... They've basically added an extra 45 minutes on this journey.
Could be worth it, could be a few hours.
I mean, we could have to wait the 3 hours, we could. But... honestly...
I can't believe that.
Them trains are every 2 to 3 hours. They're not frequent enough for them to cancel them. So like if something's gone wrong with the train like they're saying it has, then they need to find another one. Because the thing is, that goes through like what would you do if you were getting on at one of the stations in the middle of nowhere and then it's cancelled and you can't. Northern. Well, there's obviously a bit of disruption in there. I don't know what's going on. That one's... There's a few of them like that one there that are about an hour, 50 minutes late or something like that. So.
Well, not people like me.
The Glasgow train that they keep telling everybody is going to turn up any minute now, and they've been saying that since we got here. Luckily we don't need that. We've got about 17 minutes until our train.
Bradford, are you in Bradford's final destination?
Yeah, so it only uses...
Keep moving, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. We're basically just asking because we've seen they have had to replace my bus on to Skipton, leaving at 6:05, but I think getting home, it gets in about 25 minutes after the train does go in this way, so we're not going to get the bus, we'll just get the train to Bradford. Yeah, so I mean, it was worth asking because it would have meant we could go direct, but at the same time, it's just going to waste more of our time. So, because don't forget, it's got to, you based off traffic, how many people are getting on and off. It's got to go all the. It doesn't just go on the main road there. It's got to go in all the little villages. So. Just realised as well, it's rush hour. So, obviously.
This is an old train to say how many
I was just going to say how long we're going to be stopped from moving again. God, it's mental. So it's currently 18:22. This train here that they're all squeezing on is the 16:53. Do you know, we're having a really nice relaxing day until we came to Preston. So I'm wondering, are they going to change our platform? Because you've got the Manchester Airport delayed, Liverpool Lime Street delayed, both before ours. Oh, ours have just come up as being 5 minutes late.
At the 1814 Glasgow Central service, on our departure platform number 5.
I don't know. Do you know we're having a really nice...
Absolutely chaos here.
I know. But do you know we're having such a lovely, relaxing day. Everything was going well. And then Northern cancelled our train and now this has happened.
This one?
That's the Manchester Airport. What I love the most is there's that many announcements going on for every single platform. How are you meant to keep up with anything? Jesus, she's allowed now, isn't she? Why is she shouting? We can hear you.
It's a quick tuning at night, that's why.
The best bit is, all this just because our last train was cancelled. All the other, 4 or 5 trains we've been on today, they were fine. The last one, they cancelled. The last one. Oh, that one's going. That one is going.
Well, get on right. It's not too bad actually. Further down. Sorry, I'm nearly knocking you over. Be back. I'm too much. Right, you're all right.
Do you know all that just because our one? Do you know what? Do you know what the most annoying bit is? Do you know what the annoying bit is? We were doing really well, and it was literally the train home, the last one, and that's the one they cancelled. And then that's also the one where there's not another one for another 3 hours.
Human being discovers feelings of love and affection. Yeah, when this mold got lost with you. No, it was the wrong time.
Well, I think we should have been about 10-15 minutes away from Shipley now, but we're actually not even going to Shipley, and we've still got about an hour and a half. So.
Because I had no Tesla. It's absolutely wrong. Yeah. I'm a monkey swing from the vines, lad. Just the only ones who cook with a bird. About that. See, like, oh, miles a bag. They've just seen me like.
Right, so to summarise today, Settle and Carlisle line was very nice as usual. Then the Cumbrian coastline, where both parts, Carlisle to Whitehaven, very good, especially the coastal bit. And then Whitehaven to Barrow, very good. Barrow to Lancaster, it was alright. And then and then from there it's sort of just, yeah. Yes. But overall,
We're not training on now, so we're not out.
exactly. Overall, I think it's been a very nice day. That's us leaving Halifax, so next stop is us finally. That was a long hour and a half. That was a long hour and a half. In fact, that felt longer than this morning would count.
It's been nasty.
It wasn't, it wasn't exactly the circular journey back to Shipley that we thought, but what can you do? They decided to cancel that last train. I think we'd have been in Shipley about an hour, well, about 45 minutes ago. But just like that, one way or another, we've made it back to Bradford by some miracle. Right, home time. And end of the video, 12 hours or whatever after it begun.